Now, Alan, with the Avengers Infinity War, it wouldn't be complete without Captain America himself. And you, right here, you have kind of the suit that's very weathered. Obviously, Captain America has been gone for a while. We don't know exactly what he's went through, but here you've kind of demonstrated how he's gone through a lot and his suit has been weathered. Tell us what you got here.
Well, this is actually a work in progress. As I was sharing, we're going to be bringing new heroes every few weeks here to the museum and putting them on display. This is the new Infinity War's Captain America suit. This comes off the Civil War suit, and he's out in the jungles of Wakanda, and the suit is very weathered and stuff. So we're putting that all together. It's a work in progress. So fans, when you say, "Oh, aren't the right buckles?" I know those aren't the right buckles.
They're coming.
Yeah, we put this together today to show you, what we're doing, how we build these things, and how we put them together. We'll be changing these buckles out. We're building the proper buckles. Back in the old days, you had a lot of drawings, whatever. Today, we can just go on the internet and get all the reference pictures we want for a film shoot. You can see these buckles are round, they're segmented, and we're building those now. They'll go on here. There'll be a spacer in between that the leather will go through. We'll also be changing this out, putting suede in here. We'll be weathering that. These are just place savers for right now. From the mold, what we'll be doing is we have an insert that will be wrapped in the same Cordura. This is a 500 denier Cordura nylon, and we'll be wrapping that, and then it'll have a gasket around that, and that's what will go on here. It'll have that whole weathered look. But so these we just put on there from the mold just to, as place savers, basically.
And are these some of the molds that you use in here for looks like the buckle pieces?
Yeah, let me turn him around real quick, show you an example. We just made this buckle. I did this buckle last night. People often, how do you do this? This is just cut originally. Now it's resin, but last night I made that out of EVA foam and styrene.
Yeah.
I made the master. And then you pour silicone over that master. You can see the separate pieces here. And you let the silicone, I accelerated the silicone's curing by humidifying it.
Oh.
If it's under high humidity, the silicone will cure faster. I knew I needed it right away to make this. So I accelerated that, and then you pour our designer resin in these molds with metallic powders, and then glue it together, and you're good to go.
And it's got a great texture there too, and it came off great from the mold right onto the actual piece.
Yeah, it makes it look, looks like steel. People look at this, or they look at Iron Man, and they think it's real metal. And I'm going, no, it's just movie stuff. I get people all the time, would that support a real shield? We worked with the shield. We didn't do the shield for the first Captain America, but we did do the strapping, and that shield weighs 25 pounds.
Oh,
it's
wow.
aluminum, but it's 25 pounds. And no, this is just resin. That's not gonna hold a 25-pound shield. But with the new rig, there's cords that come back here, and the shield's supposed to lock into this harness setup. But so we're gonna roll this one out. We'll finish him up in the next 3-4 days, and we'll have him on display here, the full costume with his new shields here at the Cartoon Art Museum.
Which you have also a work in progress of his new shields, the vibranium ones.
Yes, from Wakanda, the new vibranium shield. This is our first pull out of the mold. We'll be, painting this, making it look again like metal, distressed, and we're going to do the inside, which we're not going to reveal today. We're going to do the inside screen accurate, which people haven't seen. You see for a flash in the movie for a second, but we've got the plans for that. We're going to be putting screen accurate interiors, and also we're going to have mounts so you can mount this on the wall with a shield symbol and stuff. And we'll have him with 2 of them when he's here at the museum. And I know you'll want to talk more about this later on. Here I showed you the buckles for the harness. Here's the buckle we're making for the belt now. We still have a little more work to do on this. And again, this is wood. This part here, this is wood. This is styrene. This is just cut styrene. And we'll take, like this silicone here, we'll make a 2-part silicone mold of this and then reproduce in the resin with the metallic powders, and it'll look just like a steel buckle now go on his belt there. Oh, we still have some details to do here. We got another line to put here and some little 2 little dents in there. But people look at it and they'll go like it looks like steel, and that's the idea. It's supposed to. So
that's what you do as the prop makers. You gotta make it look like it, and also make it lightweight so the actor is not being weighed down.
That's a very important point. I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people don't realize that. We get asked all the time, can you make me a metal batarang? I have a sonar batarang from the Val Kilmer movie. You see at the end where he throws it at the Riddler's brain machine.
Oh yeah.
Warner Brothers, as a collectible, limited collectible, did a few of those in metal. I have one. They weighs like 30 pounds.
Oh wow.
I mean, it is, if you threw that, you would stop a car with that. So no, you don't want your actors hurt. So particularly the stunt actors, most of their stuff is urethane. It's the shields, most of the time that you see either Chris or the stunt person running around with the shield on his back, it's rubber. It's a urethane rubber shield. There were a couple of Chevron shields made in the first Avenger that were metallic that you could snap to your back. But just a Chevron shield, but it was very thin, very lightweight.
Oh really?
One of those 25-pound shields, no, that is not gonna.
When you're filming a movie for months and months, you don't want to fatigue your actors.
Well, there's no need. Yeah. There's no need. You can stop the camera. You can glue something together. You don't want him to be running and then the shield fall off on the ground. Yeah. It's going to be on there. It's going to stay on there. And if something does happen, you don't want a metal buckle flying off and cutting your actor's face or anything like that. So it's mostly rubber. Now this suit, again, it's Cordura. Now we were talking about the Doctor Strange and how we stonewashed that one. This one, we actually aged it with enzymes. It's a chemical bath and it softens. This is a 500 denier Cordura nylon. It's same thing they make military uniforms out of. But if we put that through a stonewash, it would damage it too badly. If we wanted him to look like an explosion, we put it through there and do that. But after that, Margot and her team, they go over it, after the enzyme bath, they went over it with museum wax, which is what I describe as grease paint for costumes. You have a palette of different colored waxes, and you use that for aging purposes. And it rubs onto the clothing, and it's going to be rubbed and brushed on, and it's an art. You're taking different colors and putting it around to make it look like it looks natural. Yeah, I mean, you look at this and you think, if you saw this in a trunk, you think, oh, it must have been there.
What has he been through?
Yeah. But that's just a technique. If you would have seen this costume a couple weeks ago, it looked,
brand new.
Yeah, looked great. Brand now it looks real. And once we'll be doing the same thing with the leathers. We'll be aging the leathers and stuff, and it'll look very natural. But it'll be on display here in the next week or so.
So we have our weathered Captain America. We take a look at the first Avenger Captain America.
Absolutely, that's everyone's favorite.